What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go over my WWE Extreme Rules review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And also go check out my WWE SmackDown review and highlights. It's up on the channel. And let's get started. Now, WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view, I give it a 9.1 out of 10. That's all I gotta say. Then we go right into the show. Then, now, forever, together. The WWE video leads us into the show. A video package kick off the show, highlighting the matches we'll be seeing tonight on the Extreme Rules. They did a clever thing with a child in a spelling bee being asked about the World Extreme. We go live into the Wells Fargo Center. Michael Cole, Corey Graves welcome us to the show. A bar is set up around the ringside area. We be kicking off the show with a good old fashioned Donnybrook match. The feed is interrupted by the White Rabbit logo for a moment. So we go to a good old fashioned Donnybrook match. The Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, Butch, and Rich Hollins versus Imperium WWE Intercontinental Champion Gunther, Giovanni Vinci, and Ludwig Caster. This was a good match to kick off the show. The bell rings and a brawl immediately breaks out. Butch and Giovanni Vinci on the commentary table and is walling away at him. Sheamus and Gunther brawl to the ringside area. Hollins and Butch double team Caster. Holland puts Caster in a tree of wool. Sheamus and Holland put a shillelagh over his throat, and Butch hits a drop kick. Imperium soon gets control of the shillelagh and clears the ring. Caster and Vinci clear off the bar at ringside. Sheamus takes an exception to that, but they triple team him. Holland and Bush are down on the other side of the ring. Imperium whips Sheamus into a steel steps. Gunther gives orders to Vinci and Caster. Bush dives off the steps onto Vinci and Caster. They fall into the lead barricade, and it breaks. That wasn't planned. They quickly knock Butch out. Vinci and Caster hold Sheamus up, and Gunther unloads onto his chest with vicious chops before slamming him into the bar. Sheamus' chest, which was a bloody mess last night on SmackDown, is returning to that familiar shade of beet red. Imperium gets Hollins and Butch in the ring. They destroyed them. Gunther stands above it all, giving orders. Butch fights back by attacking Gunther, but Caster quickly stops him. Vinci and Caster double team Butch. Hollins grabs Caster by the leg, but Vinci runs up. Hollins lifts both Caster and Vinci up and slams them. Gunther quickly levels Hollins with a knee to the face. Hollins is on the apron. Vinci grabs Holland, and Caster comes off the apron to give him an Imperium bomb on the floor. Wow. Butch is left alone in the ring with all three members of the Imperium. Butch tries to fight them, but they quickly overwhelm them. Gunther puts Butch on the top rope and step on his neck. Caster and Vinci double drop kick him. Imperium posts in the ring as the crowd boos. Imperium starts to go after Butch again, but Sheamus flips the bar at ringside. Caster and Vinci goes after him, but Sheamus sends them both into the barricade. Gunther challenges Sheamus to get into the ring. Sheamus obliged. The crowd is buzzing for this. Sheamus and Gunther being brawling in the ring. Gunther quickly hits Sheamus with a German suplex, but Sheamus comes right back with a stiff clothesline. Sheamus hits a corner clothesline and whips him to the opposite corner. Gunther boots him back in charge, but Sheamus quickly drops him with a powerbomb. Gunther rolls to the apron, so Sheamus grabs him. The crowd chants for Sheamus as he starts up the 10 beats of the Bowdering, except he goes away. He goes way beyond 10. Butch and Holland join in for good measure. The WWE Intercontinental Champion is being destroyed. Sheamus lifts Gunther up for a white noise and hits it. Sheamus hits Gunther with a bro kick, but Vince breaks up the pin with a springboard splash. Vinci and Caster are back in the ring, going off on Holland and Butch. They go for Imperial Bomb, but it's interrupted. Gunther hits Butch and Hollins with a big drop kick. Sheamus hits Gunther with the Irish Crutch backbreaker and applies the cloverleaf. Gunther screams in pain and teasing tapping out. Vinci breaks a shillelagh over Sheamus' back to break it up. Gunther covers and Butch and Holland break it up. The crowd is loving this match. After taking a few moments to recover, Holland and Butch brawling with Vince and Caster in the center of the ring. Gunther and Sheamus get to their feet while going nose to nose. They trade vicious strikes. That was a horrendous, nasty exchange. Imperium is down on one side of the ring, with the Brawling Brutes on the other side. All six get to their feet. Bush charges, but Caster slams him. Hollins take out Vinci. Sheamus hits Gunther with a bro kick, but Vinci and Caster pull him out of the ring during the pin. Caster and Vinci clear off the commentary table. They set up for an Imperial Bomb while Sheamus through the table, but Holland stops it. Holland slams Caster on the apron. Caster and Vinci double team Holland until Butch comes off and stack up beer barrels with a moonsault. In the ring, Gunther has a shillelagh and clothesline Sheamus with it, like he did last night. Gunther covers, but Sheamus just barely kicks out. Gunther is frustrated. Gunther goes for a powerbomb on Sheamus, but Butch and Holland stop it. Butch does some joint manipulation of Gunther's hand. They hold Gunther up, and Sheamus cracks him in the head with the shillelagh. Hollins and Butch grab some shillelagh and destroys Caster and Vinci with them. At ringside, Sheamus hits Gunther with the Celtic cross through the commentary table. The Wells Fargo Center explodes. Sheamus gets in the ring. Holland and Butch holds Vinci up. Sheamus gets the crowd fired up and crushes Vinci with a bro kick for the victory. The winner of the match, the Brawling Brutes. This was a good match to kick off the show. The Brawling Brutes celebrate big time. Alright. What a freaking awesome match that Donnybrook was. Brutal, hard hitting, and wow, what a brawl. These two teams are made for each other. I don't know. I'll try of this match up. Great war. So we go to a video package. Raw Women's Champion Bianca Baylor talks about overcoming Bulma as a young woman and how WWE saved her. The Miz, this was a good backstage segment right here. The Miz is walking backstage when Megan Moran stops him. She says she's surprised to see him after what happened with Dexter Lumis. The Miz says he's here because he who shall not be named. He wants to ruin Miz's birthday party, which will be led by Maurice on Monday. Miz removes his sunglasses and looks shocked by something. Miz sees Gritty, the mascot of Philadelphia Flyers, dancing around. Gritty gives him a t-shirt, but Miz drops it on the floor and stomps on it. Gritty is furious. That was a backstage. That backstage segment was funny. So we get a video package. SmackDown Women's Champion. This is SmackDown Women's Championship match. Extreme Rules. Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan. Now I must say, this match between Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey, they both gotten physical, yes, but this match was terrible. The bell rings and Ronda Rousey quickly takes Morgan down. Ronda Rousey easily takes her down with her trademark armbar, but Morgan fights it. Morgan pulls the hair pick up a 1 count. Morgan scurries over to the corner and grabs the baseball bat she brought to the ring with her. Ronda Rousey quickly takes it away from her and throws it out of the ring. Ronda Rousey taunts the crowd. Ronda Rousey knees Morgan in the face and applies an ankle lock. Liv Morgan gets to the ropes and knocks Ronda Rousey out of the ring. Morgan goes for a baseball slide, but Ronda Rousey locks her in the apron and punches away at her. Ronda Rousey then slaps her in the face. Ronda Rousey grabs a baseball bat and the crowd is booing her. Ronda Rousey grabs Liv Morgan, but Liv Morgan sprays a fire extinguisher in her face. Liv Morgan goes to attack with a baseball bat, but Ronda Rousey is a scary slam on the floor. Ronda Rousey recovers and hits Liv Morgan in the ribs with the baseball bat as she leaps off the steps. Ronda Rousey attacks her with the baseball bat and gets her in the ring. Liv Morgan soon attacks her and beats Ronda Rousey with the baseball bat. Ronda Rousey throws her ring jacket into Liv Morgan's face and smacks her with the black belt a few times. Ronda Rousey ties her into the ring post and smashes her with the bat. Liv Morgan desperately grabs her and slams her onto the apron. Liv Morgan grabs a table from under the ring and puts it in the ring. Liv Morgan leans the table in a corner, but Ronda Rousey soon attacks her. Ronda Rousey smashes her face off the table a few times, knee her in the face. Ronda Rousey chokes her on the ropes. They eventually fall out of the ring. Liv Morgan hits Ronda Rousey with a chair and wedges it in the corner. They botched the spot when the chair fell out of the ring. Liv Morgan goes to catapult her into the corner without the chair there, but they botch. They do it again, and Ronda Rousey hits the ring post. Liv Morgan goes for a 2 count. Liv Morgan grabs the chair from ringside and beats Ronda Rousey with it in the ring. Liv Morgan hits a cold breaker with the chair for a near fall. Liv Morgan takes a while to set the table up in the ring and puts Ronda Rousey on top of it. Liv Morgan heads to the top rope and crushes Ronda Rousey with a senton splash through the table. Liv Morgan covers, but Ronda Rousey kicks out. Ronda Rousey immediately grabs the arm for an armbar, but Liv Morgan fights it. Liv Morgan lifts her up and slams her onto the red of the table for a near fall. They're really struggling with this submission attempt. With Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan out on Morgan's false eye. Morgan is smiling as she faced the referee calls for the bell. The winner by the referee's decision, your new SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey. That part now, why did Liv Morgan was smiling even though that Liv Morgan was tapped out? Liv Morgan was smiling. That part I saw. But the winner of the match, your new SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey. Those two got in physical. That was the positive part right there. Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey got physical, but the match itself was just not boring, was just terrible. Ronda Rousey celebrated with the SmackDown Women's Champion as Liv Morgan regains consciousness. She physical he smiles. That's the part right there that I'm talking about. So let's move on. Wolf terrible match with Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan. They were fumbling and bumbling through pretty much everything. Liv Morgan title reign is atrocious, so I'm not sad it's over. But Ronda Rousey isn't much better. Hasn't been good since returning at the Royal Rumble. Now Liv Morgan took some hits. She took some serious hits. So video package strap match. Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross. This match was terrible. The referee puts a strap on McIntyre's wrist. Karrion Kross refused to put it on and throws it aside. Karrion Kross is making McIntyre wait. Scarlett grabs the other end of the strap and pulls to distract McIntyre. Karrion Kross eventually attacks Drew McIntyre and knocks him to ringside. Karrion Kross hits him with a strap they brawl into the crowd. Drew McIntyre entirely gets the better of it. Karrion Kross attacks McIntyre and knocks him to ringside. This match has not started yet. It will not start until Kross puts the strap on his wrist. Karrion Kross goes to suplex McIntyre on the steel steps, but McIntyre blocks it. McIntyre gives him a suplex on the floor. McIntyre bounces Kross off the commentary table and the steel steps. McIntyre knocks him into the ring post and climbs the steps with him. McIntyre then leaps off the steps and slams Kross into the apron. McIntyre gets Kross in the ring and puts the other end of the strap on in his wrist. The match can now officially begin. McIntyre beats Kross with the strap and knocks him to ringside. McIntyre unloads with vicious strikes. Scarlett stands in McIntyre's way to stop him. Karrion Kross used the strap to pull McIntyre shoulder first into the ring post. The referee checks on McIntyre. Kross does it again and gets him in the ring. Karrion Kross hits an arm breaker and continues to take it to him. McIntyre chops him back, but Karrion Kross grabs him for a cross jacket. McIntyre fights it, so Karrion Kross smacks him in the chest with the strap. Karrion Kross pulls him out of the ring and hits a flatliner on the commentary table. Karrion Kross tosses McIntyre around the ring post and smacks his back with it. Karrion Kross beats McIntyre down and poses with Scarlett. Karrion Kross gets in the ring and pulls McIntyre by the strap. Karrion Kross hits a Doomsday Seto for a near fall. Karrion Kross takes a few moments before beating McIntyre with it. McIntyre fights through the pain and takes Karrion Kross down with some clotheslines before hitting a belly-to-belly suplex. McIntyre connects with a neckbreaker and kips up. McIntyre goes for a future shot DDT, but Kross powers him to the corner. McIntyre fights back with a spinebuster and a jackknife pin for a near fall. They exchange right hands in the ring before McIntyre hits him in the neck with the belt. Karrion Kross responds with a shot to the face as well. They go back and forth with belt shots. Kross goes down to his knees, so McIntyre beats him with the strap. McIntyre connects with a future shot DDT before kipping up again. McIntyre goes to the corner and counts down, but Scarlett gets between him and Kross. Scarlett blinds him with the pepper spray. Karrion Kross hits the hammer for the win. The winner of the match, Karrion Kross. This match was terrible. That was another underwhelming match. The brawl before the match started was pretty hot, but like most Karrion Kross match, once the bell rings, it goes downhill. It becomes dull and dishwater. They were beating each other out, beating the Yumano out of each other, but the crowd didn't care. Yeah, the crowd didn't even care about this match. So we get a video package, the comeback of Edge after a career-threatening injury. The Miz is talking to Maurice on the phone backstage. When Gritty interrupts him, Miz yells at him and leaves. So we get the Raw Women's Champion ladder match. Nakia Lawns of NXT is showing at ringside. So we get the Raw Women's Championship ladder match. Bianca Belair, Bayley versus Bianca Belair. This was a pretty good match, but I can say this though: Bianca Belair is a star. Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky looked it weak. So Bianca, I don't want to hear in the comment section that Bianca Belair had help. No, she didn't. Bianca Belair did this all by herself, and that's all I gotta say. The bell rings and Belair quickly attacks Bayley. They hit the ropes and take each other out with dual cross body blocks. Bayley goes outside and puts a ladder in the ring. Belair grabs a ladder and puts it in the ring as well. Bayley sets up the ladder and starts to climb, but it's too short. Belair brings a bigger ladder in and starts to climb. Bayley gets off her and knocks Belair down. They get into a tug of war over Bayley's original ladder. Belair pushed Bayley out of the ring. Bayley grabs her, but Bayley knocks her back. Bayley then sends Belair into a ladder, leaning against the ring and clothesline her on the floor. Bayley repositions the ladder, leaning on the apron and catapults her onto it. Belair used the ladder and to quickly get in the ring, start climbing the ladder for the title. Bayley quickly pulls her down and whips her to the corner. Belair backflips over her and goes back to the ladder, but Bayley stops her. Bayley leaps over her and pushes Bayley hard into the ladder. Belair lays the ladder on the mat and slams Bayley onto it before hitting a handspring standing moonsault. Belair gets another ladder in the ring, and Bayley quickly drives it into Belair's midsection. Bayley has Belair wedges in the corner and punches her down. The crowd is really buzzing for these two. Bayley then hits Belair with a sunset flip powerbomb onto the ladder, leaning in the corner. Bayley sets the ladder up and starts to climb, but Belair pulls her down. Bayley knocks her back and drops the ladder into her. Bayley used the ladder to push her out of the ring. Bayley sets up a ladder bridge from the steps to the barricade. Bayley lays Belair on the ladder and grabs a fan sign to make fun of it. Bayley leaps off the apron and crushes her with an elbow drop. Wow. Bayley takes a smaller ladder and breaks the support of it. Bayley goes to sandwich her on the ladder, but Belair escapes. The ladder breaks in two, so Belair smashes it on Bayley's back. Belair gets in the ring and sets the ladder up. Belair starts to climb, but Bayley pulls her down. Bayley climbs, but Belair grabs her and hits a spine buster. Belair starts to climb, but Bayley kicks over the ladder to knock her out of the ring. Bayley breaks off a metal hang from her knee brace. Bayley charges Belair, but Belair sidesteps her. Belair hits Bayley with the kiss of death and sets the ladder up. Belair starts to climb. Damage control run down to knock the ladder over. Dakota Kai and Io Sky double team Belair. Io Sky goes to the top rope, but Belair fights back. Belair managed to hit both Io Sky and Dakota Kai with a double kiss of death. Yikes. Belair starts to set up the ladder, but Bayley takes a side of the broken ladder and throws it at Belair's spine. Bayley managed to wedges the broken ladder in the corner and knocks Belair into the corner. Bayley then hits a rose plant on the Raw Women's Champion and traps Bianca Belair under the ladder. Bayley starts to climb the ladder, but Belair managed to press the ladder up and knocks Bayley down to the canvas. Belair sets the ladder up. They both started climbing it. They brawling at the top. Bayley grabs the braid and pulls Belair into the ladder to knock her down. Bayley reaches for the title, but Belair quickly gets to her feet and smacks her with her braid to knock her off the ladder. Belair lifts Bayley up for a kiss of death. Bayley grabs the broken ladder, tried to desperately hit her with it. Belair hits Bayley with a kiss of death onto the broken ladder. Bayley's mouth looks like it's connected with the ladder. Belair climbs the ladder and grabs the title to win this match. The winner and still your Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Baylor. This was a pretty good match. Now Bianca Belair is a star. So that's all I gotta say. This was a pretty good ladder match. Bianca Belair celebrates with the Raw Women's Champion. Bayley, who is bleeding from the mouth, is at ringside with damage control. Now Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky looked weak. And no, Bianca Belair did not have any help. Bianca Belair did this all by herself, just like I mentioned. So that's all I gotta say. But let's move on. Very good match. They were really creative with some of the stuff they did. This was a super brutal match at times. As the most weapons matches, there were some stalling to set up the next spot, but the crowd was the crowd the crowd was with them throughout. I enjoyed this. So we get a video of Roman Reigns' career. Okay. The season premiere of Raw will see a celebration of DX's 25th anniversary. Austin Theory versus Johnny Gargano versus Bobby Lashley defending the United States Championship against Seth freaking Rollins. Okay, footage of white rabbits outside of the Wells Fargo Center is quickly shown. Video package, I Quit match. Finn Balor comes out to a remixed version of his old song and wearing a bizarre face mask. So we get an I Quit match. Edge versus Finn Balor. This was a good storytelling during this match. This was a good storytelling, and I loved the ending. But this match right here, this I Quit match between Edge versus Finn Balor should have main evented right here. This match right here should have been main evented. And you know that's facts. The bell rings and Edge follows Balor in the corner before beating him down. Edge clotheslines him down and hits a swinging neckbreaker. Edge punches away at Balor. Balor stumbles to the corner, so Edge digs into his face. Edge viciously whips Balor into the corner, and Balor catapults to the mat in pain. Edge whips at his face, but Balor won't quit. Edge forearms him in the face, and Balor stumbles away. Edge viciously whips Balor into the corner again. Edge talks some trash and slaps him in the face. Edge whips him to the corner, but Balor quickly pops out with a drop kick to the knees. Edge's knees have been targeted by the Judgment Day over the past month. Balor stomps away at the knee and leaps on it. Balor twists the knee around the ropes, but Edge isn't going to quit. Balor takes Edge down and applies a leg lock. Edge refuses to give up and punches Balor off him. Balor quickly sweeps the feet and applies a figure four leg lock. Edge screams in pain and knocks the referee microphone away from his face. Edge sits up and turns over to reverse the pressure. Then Balor screams in pain after being turned over, but he turns Edge back over to keep the pressure on him. Edge finally just punches out of it. Finn Balor rolls out of the ring to recover and pulls the apron skirt out to trap Edge in there. Balor beats him down, but Edge still refuses to quit. Finn Balor continues to attack Edge before Edge sends him into the ring post. Edge attacks, but Balor counters back with a sling blade on the floor. Balor pulls Edge to his feet, but Edge lifts him and drifts him through the barricade. The referee asks Balor if he quit, but he declines. Edge punches Balor over the barricade, and they brawl in the crowd now. They're fighting by the kickoff show set. Balor begs him off, but Edge just stands over him and punches away at him. Edge hits a suplex on the exposed floor. The referee asks if he quit, but Balor says never. Edge quickly goes backstage and grabs a hockey stick. Edge drives it into Balor. Edge has Balor on the kickoff show desk and applies a Glasgow smile with a hockey stick. The referee asks Balor if he quit, but his mouth is full. Edge releases and Balor starts to retreat. Edge chase after him, and they're fighting up the steps of the arena. And then they are entering, and then in entranceway, Balor slams Edge into the walls a few times, but Edge won't quit. Balor charges, but Edge gives him a flapjack on the concrete overhang. The entryway is full of fans from the concussions stand trying to get some footage on their phones. Edge physically looked out onto the walls of Fargo Center. Edge does a Edge goes for a spear, but Balor sidesteps him, sends him sternum first into a metal railing. Edge stumbles away, and Balor chokes him on the metal railing. They back on the floor, and Balor hits Edge in the ribs with a chair. Balor chops him, and Edge goes for the barricade. They back at ringside now, arena now. Finn Balor goes under the ring to look for a weapon. Balor kicks Edge and goes back under the ring for a steel chair. Balor hits Edge in the ribs with the steel chair, and Edge stumbles into the ring. The crowd loudly boos as Balor dribbles the chair into Edge's lower back. In his midsection, the referee checks on him, but Edge says, "Screw you, Finn." Balor unloads on Edge back with a steel chair shot. The referee checks again, and Edge says, "I don't quit." A furious Balor wedges the chair in the corner and chops Edge's chest. Edge blocks a whip, but Balor hits a side leg sweep and applies the ring of sternum. Edge refused to quit once again. Balor transitions into a crossface. Edge still won't quit. Balor is already eventually knees Edge in the ribs a few times. Edge still declines to end the match. Balor goes to drop him into the wedge chair, but Edge turns it on him. Edge grabs the chair and hits Balor in the leg with it a few times. Edge hits him in the knee with a chair and applies the execution. Balor teases quitting until Damian Priest runs down. Edge quickly attacks Priest and clotheslines him out of the ring. Edge lifts Balor up, but Dominic Mysterio pulls him to ringside. Edge then spears Balor off the apron onto Damian Priest and Mysterio. Wow. Edge gets in the ring, and the crowd is fired up. Edge stalks Balor, but Rhea Ripley appears and handcuffs Edge on the top rope. She waves the keys at him. Edge looks really concerned of the rest of the Judgment Day get in the ring, and Edge signs in frustration. Edge tries to fight them off, but he's a one-armed man. But a kicking contest. Judgment Day triple team Edge with the crowd is loudly booing. Balor goes under the ring and grabs some candlesticks. Balor smiles before he smacking Edge in the spine with the sticks a few times. The referee checks on Edge. Rey Mysterio runs down and hits Damian Priest with a steel chair. Rey gets in the ring and hits Balor with a springboard cross body block. Rey hits Priest with a 619. Dominic then lays out his father, knocking him off the apron. Dominic grabs his father and drives his ribs into the barricade before throwing him into the ring post. Dominic grabs Rey's arms and stomps his face a few times. Rhea Ripley briefly claps as she watches this. Michael Cole is incredulous on commentary. In the ring, Finn Balor hits Edge in the leg with the candlestick. All of a sudden, Beth Phoenix's Edge's wife gets in the ring and taking the candlestick from Finn Balor. Beth Phoenix hits him with the candlestick and lays Damian Priest out with it as well. Dominic cowardly runs away. Beth Phoenix turns and sees Ripley in the ring. The crowd is really buzzing for this finish challenges her, and they begin brawling with a huge reaction. Rhea Ripley pushes her off, but Beth Phoenix comes back with a spear. Rhea Ripley rolls out of the ring, and Dominic checks on her. Beth Phoenix has the handcuffs key, and she unlocks her husband from the top rope. Edge immediately hits Priest with a spear. Edge turns and sees Dominic. Dominic tries to beg him off and offers a handshake. The crowd can't wait to see Dominic get what's coming to him. Edge kicks Dominic in the groin. Edge turns into a sling blade from Finn Balor. Finn Balor ties Edge up and charge, but Edge hits him with a spear again. Hits him with the spear. Edge hits a second spear in the crowd is on fire. Edge then hits a third devastation spear. Edge directs his wife to get a steel chair. Edge breaks off his support pipe from the chair and applies a Glasgow smile. Rhea Ripley quickly attacks Phoenix to distract Edge. Ripley was wearing a brass knuckles. Damian Priest hits Edge with the South of Heaven. Balor hits Edge with the coup de grace 3 times. Finn Balor asks Edge if he quit and warns him that this is his last chance. Edge says, "Go to you know what." The Judgment Day looks at Rhea Ripley and she approaches the unconscious Beth Phoenix. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic hold Edge up. Rhea Ripley grabs some chairs and teases a con chair to Edge then quits, saving his wife. The winner of the match, Finn Balor. The storytelling of this match was good and the ending was fantastic. That's all I gotta say. The last 5 to 10 minutes was really good, but this match was was too slow. That's all I gotta say. Too slow. But the last 5 to 10 minutes really picked up and it was really good. I love the ending. I love the storytelling of this match and I love the ending. Anyway, as Rhea Ripley continues to threaten it, Rhea Ripley then hits Beth Phoenix with a conchair too. Judgment Day runs off and as a shaking Edge checks on his wife. Rey Mysterio gets in the ring to check as do WWE producers and referees. Edge looks totally lost. Now let's move on. Fantastic I Quit match with Finn Balor and Edge. Great brawling and moment. I love the moment too, by the way. The brawl once Judgment Day got involved was well done. I knew when this match was made that Beth Phoenix would cause Edge to lose, but they did it so well. Edge's emotion was phenomenal. The moment, the storytelling of this match, and the ending was good. I love it. I love all three. This is going to lead to some good stuff involving Rhea Ripley moving forward. The Judgment Day is so good, which is mind blowing. What a great job by Triple H rebuilding them. This was great booking of this match. Great booking. Video package. Charlotte Flair's career. The Miz is outside of Triple H's office when he's again interrupted by Gritty. Gritty gives him the t-shirt again, so Miz attacks him. Miz talks some trash before realizing that Dexter Lumis is standing behind him. Dexter Lumis grabs Miz and puts him to sleep. Dexter Lumis looks down at Gritty and helps him up to a huge reception. As Miz comes to Gritty, kicks him in the ribs. Gritty walks off with Dexter Lumis. That was too funny. That was good too. Video package fight pit. UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier makes his way to the ring. He will be the special guest referee for the fight pit. The ring ropes have been removed, and the fight pit structure hangs above the ring. NXT champion Braun Breaker is shown at ringside. Seth Freaking Rollins comes out with Rob Van Dam inspiring ring gear. So we get the fight pit. Main event of the evening, fight pit. Matt Riddle versus Seth Freaking Rollins. Special guest referee Daniel Cormier. This main event was too boring. Like I stated earlier, the I Quit match should have been main evented. But this main event was awful. Not awful, I'm sorry. This main event was boring. The Bell Rings, they sized each other up. Riddle gets a quick jab to the ribs, and Rollins backs up. Riddle peppers him with kicks, and Rollins hits the cage wall as he backs up. Riddle kicks him back and slams him down. Rollins fights him off, but Riddle quickly stuns him with a kick to the head. Riddle quickly scales the wall and kicks Rollins in the head. Riddle punches away at Rollins and swats Daniel Cormier away. Cormier grabs Riddle and throws him off before admonishing him. Rollins quickly attacks Riddle from behind and stomps away at him. Riddle goes for a triangle, but Rollins fights up. Rollins goes for a German suplex, but Riddle flips through and goes for a triangle again. Rollins digs his thumb into Riddle's eyes and sends him into the cage wall. Daniel Cormier checks on Riddle, so Rollins pushes him away. Rollins stomps Riddle, but Daniel Cormier backs Rollins up. Daniel Cormier has Rollins by the neck and warns him not to touch him. Riddle attacks, but Rollins takes him down. Rollins drivens Riddle's face into the cage wall and rakes his face. Rollins hits a rolling forearm before hitting an elbow to the back of the neck. Daniel Cormier starts counting Riddle down. Riddle is up at 8. Riddle gets out of a slam, but Rollins elbows him in the head. Rollins hits a pair of super kicks. Daniel Cormier starts counting Riddle down again. Rollins attacks when it becomes clear that Riddle will get to his feet. Rollins shouts that Riddle is a loser and always will be. Riddle fights back, but Rollins elbows him. Rollins hits a suplex into the cage wall. Rollins climbed the cage wall, does the RVD ton while saying Seth freaking Rollins and hits a twisted fall splash. Riddle beats the 10 count, so Rollins kicks him in the face a few times. Rollins taunts Riddle about his family and goes for a prevailing net tile back, but Riddle fights out of it. Riddle hits Rollins with the RKO. The crowd did not even care. Both men are up at 9. They rock each other with strikes. Rollins blocks a knee and RKO before hitting a stomp. Daniel Cormier checks on Riddle and takes his time before starting the count. Rollins is not happy. Rollins stirs in is up at 9. Rollins climbs the cage and goes for a diving stomp, but Riddle moves. Riddle gets Rollins in an electric chair, but Rollins grabs the cage and climbs the platform surrounding the fight pit. Rollins gets the crowd to sing his song. Riddle looks frustrated. Riddle starts to climb, so Rollins attacks him. Riddle is holding onto a steel chain to keep himself from falling down to the canvas. Riddle soon grabs Rollins with a sleeper while holding onto the chain. Rollins fights it and pulls Riddle onto the platform. Rollins smashes Riddle's face into a cage wall a few times. Riddle goes for a guillotine, but Rollins counters, walks across the platform with him on his shoulders, and hits a buckle bomb onto the cage wall. They are still high above the ring on that platform. Riddle goes for an attack, and is nearly sent down to the canvas, but he hold on. Rollins hits Riddle with a pedigree on the platform. I hate when Seth Rollins hits a pedigree. Rollins shouts at Daniel Cormier to count, but he won't. Daniel Cormier wants them in the actual ring. Riddle surprised Rollins with an RKO. Rollins rolls over and grabs a sport beam as he falls down to the canvas. Daniel Cormier starts counting Rollins down. Riddle gets to his feet, looks down from the platform, and hits a Broton onto Rollins. Wow. Somehow, both men get to their feet to break the count. Riddle goes for a triangle, so Seth Rollins fights it and slams him into the cage wall twice. Rollins slams him, but Riddle keeps the triangle applied and Rollins taps out. The winner by submission, Matt Riddle. This main event was boring. But like I said, the I Quit match between Edge and Finn Balor should have main evented. That's all I gotta say. It says Matt Riddle defeats Seth freaking Rollins due to submission in a fight pit at Extreme Rules. Daniel Cormier holds Matt Riddle's arm up. The graphic to end the show comes up, and the lights go out in the arena. He got the whole world in his hands. The crowd explodes, and the crowd explodes. The arena is lit up with cell phones lights. The fireflies are out tonight. A person dressed in a pig costume is illuminated momentarily. Another person dressed as Mercy the Buzzer is shown. A full-size Remy Rabbit is shown next. A haunted version of Abby the Witch is shown. Michael Cole and Corey Graves retreat when what looks like the decapitated head is shown on their table. All of a sudden, the Fiend is shown. A door is shown. It could be the door to the Firefly Funhouse. We're in the Firefly Funhouse. It looks like it's been abandoned for some time. The puppets are covered in cobwebs. A destroyed version of the Firefly Funhouse song is heard. A new mask is shown. Who killed the world? You did. We see the door again. Like in Apologies, lights is emitting from the corner of the door. The door kicks open and the crowd erupts. A person holding a lantern is shown. This person walks out to a huge reaction. The crowd is going nuts. The person is wearing a mask we haven't seen before. Bray Wyatt removes the mask and blows out the lantern. And Bray Wyatt is never lacking in making some big moments. Whether they're good is a toss up. But tonight it was executed to perfection from the genius of the starting this return as a viral sensation to the payoff with a new mask, and it was really well done. Um and it says right here, um Bray Wyatt Bray Wyatt was never. Oh, I read that part. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm super excited that he's back, because Bray Wyatt has been a disappointment many times with a horrendous last year of his career. But I'm excited to see what he can do with a new person booking the show. Bray Wyatt and Vince never mix. As for the fight pit, the fight pit was boring. I didn't think Daniel Cormier added much to this at all, and was just a name that was there. Nothing interesting about him. The spot with the Broton off the fight pit was awesome, but the finish was flat for whatever reason. Overall, this was a pretty decent show. The ending with Bray Wyatt will certainly take this up a notch for some people. Some of the matches were a bit disappointing, but the I Quit match and Donnybrook lived up to the hype. The latter match was also very good. And WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view goes off the air. But like I said, what was the point of what was the point of the fight pit being in the main event? That did not have any that didn't have nothing to do when Bray Wyatt returns. So the main event was really boring. The only thing that should have been main event was Edge and Finn Balor in that quit match, and that's facts. But anyway, I'm about to give WWE Extreme Rules pay per view a 9.1 out of 10. So that's all I gotta say right there. Extreme Rules, WWE Extreme Rules was a 9.1 out of 10, and that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Extreme Rules review and highlights, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below on one of your thoughts on WWE Extreme Rules pay per view. And now that Bray Wyatt's back, is Bray Wyatt the only person can take down Roman Reigns? That's all I gotta say. And Roman Reigns is in trouble. Now that Bray Wyatt's back, Roman Reigns is in trouble. That's all I gotta say from there. So Bray Wyatt is the only person who can take down the tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. And that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications when I premiere a brand new video, go live on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And I will see you guys tomorrow when I go live on YouTube. This your boy, Big Boy Fashion on TV. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and always stay positive. This your boy, Big Boy Fashion on TV. KFG CREW KFG Kings. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. And I will premiere my WWE Extreme Rules review and highlights at 3 o'clock Eastern time. So I'll see you guys in my premiere stream. But only drop one emote in the chat. And that's all I gotta say from here. I'll see you guys later, and I'm out of here. Gang.